So Jaslyn Singh, Akaash Singh's wife, the comedian who got embarrassed a few months ago, reappeared on the internet, unfortunately. And she reappeared on the internet because she made an appearance on another podcast, like I think a week ago, pretty much responding to the controversy. So what we're going to do today is we're going to sit here and we are going to react to what she has to say. It's not like anyone cared about what she had to say to begin with. But I digress. This should rather be very entertaining. Is she going to take accountability? Is she going to embarrass Akaash again? I guess we'll see. Okay, I just want to tell you right now, we are not going to react to the whole thing. This shit is an hour long. I do not have time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I think that disillusionment comes from seeing those people. And like, I think if you kind of like go against the grain a little bit and are like, you know what, I'm just going to be me.
Yeah.
It's going to rub some people the wrong way.
Yeah, clearly.
And I guess now let's get into rubbing people the wrong way.
What rubbed people the wrong way is the fact that she's embarrassing Akaash Singh on the internet by literally going to her friend's husband and like telling her friend's husband in front of him and in front of Akaash that she wants to fuck him and she wants to, I don't know, just all those things. And also talking about the fact that Akaash spoke about the fact that she's like this clean virgin girl and that, you know, when they met they were virgins, but yet on the internet she was talking about like butthole stories on her podcast.
So painfully nostalgic for college.
So
I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses.
Actively trying to have an orgy and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see him. His body goes crazy. His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband.
She kind of ruined her public image for clout. That's what rubbed people the wrong way.
I remember because you asked me this question, like, what is it like to look at like think pieces and people analyzing your marriage and your personality? It feels weird and it feels surreal because you're like, but you don't know me. You don't know anything about me. You've never talked to me. Like, you're taking the intention of this video in the complete wrong way.
We don't need to know you to know that what you do and what you did publicly to Akaash was absolutely unacceptable as a wife. Again, like I said before, the whole, oh, I want to fuck your, you know, husband because he's so hot and, you know, his face is so like, you know, face card never declines. At this point, this is your fault. Obviously, she wouldn't take accountability for her actions and what she said in the past, so it's whatever at this point.
I mean, this obviously goes without saying, but the misogyny was like really crazy.
So calling out problematic behavior equals misogyny. Okay.
Nice.
I was like, oh my God, like this is a real fucking thing. And it's like, it was bizarre to me because I'm like, my husband can go on stage and literally has a joke in his special about like getting a hooker isn't like cheating, it's just outsourcing, which I really don't care. Like, I think it's a funny joke, but it's like, if I say something that's equally, you know, raunchy, like, then I'm a whore.
Well, here's the difference. Your husband, Akaash, was making a joke. It was like a hypothetical situation. It was like a hypothetical joke where you were literally bragging about having a roster full of guys in college. Like, it's like it's two different things. It's literally two different things. It's, oh my God, bro. The delusion is absolutely crazy on this woman. It's making me crash out.
The reality is, it's like, I was a virgin when I met my husband. We lost our virginity to each other. And I never made that a part of my identity. I only shared that because I share my life story because I'm an oversharer. Y'all made it a part of my identity and then used it against me. I don't give a fuck if I was a virgin or I wasn't, or if my body count was 100, but it wasn't. Those are just facts.
But you literally created this public image of you being a whore because of what you said. Because of what you said on the internet.
I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses.
Again, like I said again and again and again. Talking about trying to fuck another man in front of your husband. By the way, I don't think that's a joke.
There's a difference being a scammer and being a hustler. Two very different things.
Okay.
I'm a hustler who scams a little bit. I'm not a scammer who hustles.
I'm not gonna lie, that was sexy, and that's why I'm actively trying to have an orgy. Wait. I don't even want to say his fucking name, but this fucking loser whose name you said, like, he was on the Flagrant podcast like 5 fucking years ago, and my husband just humbled the shit out of him and basically embarrassed him because he was like, I think what you do is corny and it's not really helping men. So there's that.
I don't really agree with, the red pill ideology, and I don't really agree with like the whole fucking I don't agree with it. I'm gonna put it right there. I don't really subscribe to it. When Myron and other red pill creators are talking about staying away from, women that are like that can like bring you down type shit, they're talking about women like Jocelyn. Because what does Jocelyn really do? What does she really do? What does she really contribute? She doesn't contribute to anything. She said it herself. She doesn't cook. She doesn't clean. She doesn't do anything. Akaash pays for everything, and she's talking about how Akaash embarrassed Myron. Well, granted, Myron is not married, he doesn't have a girlfriend, but at least he doesn't have a wife that doesn't do anything, that almost doesn't contribute to anything like Jocelyn. Because literally all you have to do is sit and be pretty, and I bet Akaash funded your entire podcast as well. I think I said that in the past, but with how you were acting months ago and how you were literally embarrassing Akaash by doing what you did, saying what you said. Yeah, you're saying all this shit about, how Akaash embarrassed Myron, but you are literally proving Myron right. You are literally proving the red pill community right. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but that's literally what it is.
To be honest, there's nothing else I could think of, because there's nothing I've done to you personally except be myself. And so I won't even go so far as to say you're jealous of me, but something about me evokes an insecurity that you have.
Yeah, that sounds like no accountability whatsoever. Okay, so pretty much people don't dislike you because you're embarrassing Akaash publicly by saying that you want to fuck your friend's husband, or that you had a lot of that you have like a roster full of guys. People don't dislike you for that reason. No, people dislike you because they're insecure about a part of themselves, or whatever the fuck you just said. Again, this woman is full of shit and incredibly delusional.
If I don't have to work a 9 to 5, and I get to go to Pilates and just walk my dog, and I don't have to cook and clean because my husband doesn't expect that or require that or care if I do that, then maybe that bothers you because you do have to work a really toxic corporate job and you wish your life could be easier or something. So,
or maybe people don't like people that sound obnoxious and people that don't contribute anything to society. Because like, what do you actually contribute if you don't do anything except walk your dog and go to Pilates and do this and do that? Because Akaash provides almost everything. Like, Akaash funds your entire life. Like, without Akaash, what does Jocelyn actually have? Nothing. I don't know if she has a degree or anything. Maybe I'm wrong on that. You can correct me in the comments, but from what I know, you don't, like, without Akaash, you're like, you don't have anything. You don't have an identity. Your whole identity is literally what you just said: going to Pilates, walking your dog, and just being cute, and going on trips and getting, everything paid for you. Like, people don't like that. You should have just stayed in the shadows and not, I don't know. This public figure thing is not for you.
I try to, and I feel like I've tried to communicate to people, like, my life wasn't always like this. I've definitely gone through a lot of struggles. Me and Akaash were broke at one point, sleeping on my friend's couch. We lived not even in New York, in Secaucus. We had to move out of Manhattan because it was too expensive. And we had my mom's old Nissan Altima. We had her old furniture, IKEA furniture, like, just for years until we could build our money up to move back to the city.
Our money? Oh yeah, because she said his money is my money, but my money is my money. Yeah, right. Our money. What did you do? What did she do? Or like, when Akaash started making money, like fucking life-changing money, when he started getting, blowing up as a comedian, what did she actually do? What did she do?
With Nahal, we became friends so quickly. And I have, like, a lot of respect for her, and like, I've met her family and like her husband and her in-laws.
Her husband that she wants to fuck, by the way, apparently.
Like, like, the first time we went out to dinner, she pitched the idea of doing a podcast with me, and I was like, oh, okay, like, I didn't expect that.
And again, that was a terrible idea because that podcast has no substance. Damn, I can't speak. Terrible idea because that podcast has no substance whatsoever.
We just became friends so quickly in this path of creating Main Character Podcast, which was her idea, which is an amazing name.
It sounds very self-entitled.
Also, like, our content was very different.
Yeah, because talking about butthole stories for 42 minutes is very different, all right? So there you have it, folks. She hasn't learned anything, but am I really surprised? Not really. And also, shout out to the host for not challenging whatever she said and absolutely agreeing with everything. She's not gonna let you smash, bro. On second thought, maybe she would. She did have a roster full of guys in college. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.